Greetings, game changers. This is Classic Games Redefined. My name's Rich, and we're looking at yet another one of my games on half a checkerboard. This game's Juxt, and it's a game along the lines of action, or my game groups. The win conditions similar to lines of groups. There's also a few other way. Play mechanics are fairly simple in the rules, and I will have a link to it. You can download it. There's events. I'm just showing the basic version here, which uses standard checker set. You can play with more or less. But the way it works is as follows. This game will be winding down as pieces get pushed off the board, but you're going to pick one of your pieces and enter the board in a different... If I take it from, let's say, here, A5, we're going to go white-black, traditional Western line. I enter to the outside. I am not allowed to, if I take it from here, to push back that way. There's a deadlock position. If I take it from A5, I can't go there. If, let's say, there was a piece here at A8, I can't take it from here or there, because that's it. I can't re-enter in either here or there. So anyhow, you're taking pieces, and you reposition them, enter them in the board. And then if you have a place where you will take a piece, and let's say I were to take this one, you would then, if there's room, you would push pieces. Let's say, for example, I took from here. And I decide to push these up. Everything's going to go up one. This piece would actually get pushed off the board. I could even push my own pieces. The player could push their own pieces off the board. And let's say I did that. That's now out of play. What you're doing here is that you're trying to grab pieces from the outside only. And if you don't have a legal piece out here, you lose. Or if you force your opponent not to have any legal pieces on outside board, they lose. It's one way to win. Another way is to get your pieces connected horizontally and vertically in one group. So anyhow, you do that and you push pieces like that. Let's do this here. Remember, I'm not allowed to enter there. I can enter elsewhere. Let's do the following. Drop it here. It's actually black doesn't want to do that. What's black gonna do? Okay, black will go here like this. And what it was is that if you manage to get all your pieces in one contiguous group, you win the game, even if your opponent get that way. But I did that. Note that it's now off the board. So now white is gonna have to be careful what they're doing. So white then could go and white will go here. Actually, I'm going to take pieces that are not contiguously connected, and I'll do it this way. The thing that will happen when you do this push, I also, by the way, I could come up here and push downward. I will actually enter in this way, just to show you can come in a different way. That's probably not the best move, but these will push down. This piece here goes out. These pieces here put down. Because of the nature of the board being so small that side, we're going to do it this way. And white pushes that way. Now the dark side will go. Well, let me straighten that out. See, what you're seeing is you're pushing pieces, and then they're going. They're getting pushed off the board. They don't necessarily have to get pushed off the board. I may, for example, I believe it's black's turn. Black's going to decide what to do. Black could do the following here. He's not going to push. He'll relocate to a separate column. Now white is running out of options here, so white will decide where they want to do things. White will enter here. Push all these pieces down. And this is called juxtapush. You know, that was bizarre. I don't know what that happened. We'll just push these down like that. White will enter that way. And you have conflicting goals in the way things are. Oh, let me move it up a bit. A little bit more in the middle. There we go. Like that there. And then white enters. Now black will decide what they're going to do. And black is facing issues of a lack black will take here. All these, this piece will get pushed out of the way by black. So black's going to move all these pieces down one. So that piece there, remember the piece at the end was like that. So black will do that to threaten. Now white's going to have to do, white's probably going to consider losing one of its configurations. So white's starting to run out of gas here. So I'm not allowed to push that way. I got pieces stuck in the middle. It's starting to run out of gas. So to give myself a little bit of liberty, I probably should end up we'll enter here. White will attack. See, you have a trade-off here in this game. You can, when you push, you get an option to decide to attack your opponent or go for the long-term win condition. You really want to get your pieces together contiguously, so that's a trade-off decision it provides. And now black's running out of options here. So black is going to have to do something to mix things up a bit, I think. Black plays there, black's going to be down to one move, which maybe black will want to do. And I think I took it from the end, so I'll then do this and push this up here like this. Playing. Bear with me if I've got my moves mixed up. I'm trying to be as legal as possible, but finding certain things are a bit confusing. So anyhow, I think this is probably going to cost me a bit, and if black wants to decide to push, he may push the other way. See, look at that. White's about ready to win here. Black's running out of options, but black then could decide to. Black has to do something, because if white pulls over here and does something, white could end up pushing here and push them all over. So black needs to do something else to counter that. If black takes a piece and pushes here, you have one contiguous group and give white the win. That's what happens in lines of action, by the way. So, I gotta figure out what I want to do here. I think I will, okay. I think I will push here. All these pieces that are here will go down one, like that. And we'll just straighten them out. That's to be divisive, and then the black piece enters in here. Okay, white is running out of options. See, white's down to 2. Actually, white might be get close to win the game. So anyhow, white is going to run out of moves if white's not careful. So he will then push like that. And note that piece goes off the board. That's out of play. And the white piece enters in there. White is so close to winning. Black has several options to do, and black is running out of moves to do. So black is getting close to winning now. Oh, sorry. And then note the pushing. Now black will play there like that. Black is one move away from winning now. So, oh, okay. And white wins the game. So he's going to push down like this. We're going to set about a contiguous group. That's going to enter the board. That's going to enter the board in D5, pushing everything else out of the way. So that goes like that there. That does that there. And then white enters in. And note the contiguously connected group in like lines of action. So juxtapush comes from there's pushing, but then they're juxtaposition, meaning near each other. So white wins the game here. So anyhow, you get the idea. You're pushing pieces off the board. But that's not the most important thing. Like lines of action, the more you push your opponent off the board, the more you do it. But you're faced with the pressure of running out of options for moves. So anyhow, that's it. That's how you play Juxtapush. I do want to thank you for watching. Me or die, always roll 5. And remember, don't hate the player, change the game.